You're not stuck, you're resisting. What we often label as stuck often feels like paralysis, like there's no path forward and no leverage to move. But most of the time, the feeling isn't even about your circumstances. It's about the tension between what is and what you wish was. It's the quiet friction between reality and your refusal to fully accept it. And it's rarely just the job, the city, the relationship, or this particular season of life. It's the story underneath it. Maybe this chapter is slower than you expected. Maybe somebody disappointed you, or maybe you're just not as far along as you think that you should be. Or maybe you're grieving something that you don't want to fully admit that you've lost. Your feeling of stuckness isn't a response to the situation itself, but rather it's the resistance to what the situation is making you feel. We say we want clarity, but clarity often begins with confusion. We say that we want peace, but peace often asks us to feel the anger first. We say that we want to be present, yet presence requires us to sit with the grief that we're feeling rather than running from it. In essence, when you try to force yourself into a different emotional state than what you're supposed to be feeling, whether it be being happier, more grateful, or more motivated, you actually create more internal friction. Now you're not just feeling frustrated, you're resisting the frustration. And the resistance just compounds. You try to be positive without admitting that you're hurt. You try and be disciplined without admitting that you're actually exhausted. And you try to move forward without actually letting yourself process what happened. That isn't presence, it's suppression. And that suppression almost always shows up as that feeling of being stuck. In other words, being stuck is often just unprocessed emotion in disguise. We convince ourselves that if we fully allow ourselves to feel it, that we'll drown in it. But when you fully feel it, you actually release it. But what you resist persists. And the moment that you stop arguing with reality, even slightly, something shifts. And it's not because your circumstances have suddenly improved, but it's because the internal fight has softened. And in that softness, there is movement, and it's not dramatic. It's not some crazy movie montage. It's a subtle loosening, a little more space, and a little less internal friction. You realize that you don't have to manufacture happiness or rush into acceptance. And you don't have to force clarity, you just have to tell the truth. The truth may be that you're angry that it didn't work out, or that you're embarrassed that you're behind, that you're scared that nothing will change, or that you're tired. Just realize that that honesty isn't trapping you, rather it's freeing you. Because once that emotion is acknowledged, then it may move and complete its cycle. So ask yourself what you've been avoiding so that you may experience something different. Ask what you're trying to skip, and ask what reality you're quietly refusing to accept. Because you're not stuck. You're just standing at the edge of something that you're trying not to feel. And the moment that you turn inward instead of away from it is the moment that you begin to heal. Not because you forced your way out, but because you finally stopped fighting what's here. I hope that these words find the right person at the right time. And if you enjoy this, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and ringing the bell. It really does help. Thank you. Have a good day.